Welcome to the Dad's Downtime Thinking and Drinking Podcast, a happy hour style podcast where a couple of guys get together, have a few drinks, talk about what they've been up to. I am Dave Stanley, and alongside me, Steve Bassett.
How's it going, guys?
And as you guys can see, if you're watching the podcast, we have our new layout up. This is going to be our layout moving forward for most of our shows. We're really looking forward to that. Steve, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking Shower Thoughts by Old Irving Brewing.
Yeah. Have you had any shower thoughts today?
I did last night or yesterday.
Well, I've had 2 showers today. No shower thoughts, actually. They were more so I'm fucking hot and I need a shower and I stink. So
It's kind of hot right here too. But what are you drinking there, Dave?
I've got a somewhat florally, not very good, from Abita Brewing Company, Spring IPA, which it's not going to show. Cool. It's all right. It's what you get for buying discounted beer, I guess. But besides that, Steve, the reason I needed... No, before we get into that, actually, as you can see on our new layout, Facebook and Twitter showing up on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, at Dad's Downtime. Please give us a follow. Check us out. Spread the word. Really appreciate it.
Definitely,
Yep. And as always, like, subscribe on the video podcast on YouTube. Benefits us greatly.
Please do.
Getting back to what I was saying, it's been a very long day for me already. I, for some reason, woke up at 6 a.m. It's Sunday. I don't want to be up at 6 a.m., but I woke up at 6. No. So what did I do? Woke up. I showered. That's always a good start. I got out of the shower.
That's usually a good thing to do.
That's generally a good thing to do.
Otherwise, you get all pretty.
Yeah. I went to my office, sat down at my desk, and I put in 2.5 hours of overtime. After that,
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta be an overachiever? Yeah, come on.
Because I'm trying to put a lot of work into my backyard. That's why. That's a lot of money right there. Plus it's a single income house right now, so extra money is good. Anyways, so beyond that, I've been very busy today doing random things. Actually, I believe my ceiling vents, or the vents for my house, just got delivered. I'll have to get those from outside in a little bit. That's next on my list today, I guess. Besides that, though, I've been outside doing some pressure washing for about 3 hours, 4 hours. So that brings me to earlier, before we started the podcast, I told you that I had put a tweet out. I hope everyone goes and checks it out. I'm going to show it on here anyways.
Oh, you put the tweet out. I thought, okay.
Oh, no, yeah. I put the tweet out. It's on our Facebook also. This might make you cry a little bit, Steve.
Oh, God.
So let's see. Let's bring this up. That's Chucky.
Yeah.
Look, I was pressure washing. Let's do this. I was pressure washing. Okay. Get that nice pressure washing porn going on. You can see here, Steve. Note to self. Pressure washing in light colored clothes and shoes is a bad choice. Driveway turned out beautiful. I'm gonna go through these real quick. As you can see, making great progress. I did get through the entire thing. It looks fantastic. On top of that, though, look out for mud. You can see a little bit in here. Got some splatter. I hit a crease in my driveway. I was covered in little speckles of mud. And towards the end of the pressure washing adventure, I looked down at my shoes, and my shoes were wet. Hence the Adidas, please send new Ultra Boost. They were my Star Wars Ultra Boost.
Oh, Dave, come on, man.
However, I pressure washed them. They look good still. got all the mud and dirt off of them. I refuse to take my tweet back. Adidas, please send new Ultra Boost. I love them. They are fantastic shoes. This coming from somebody who was originally a Nike fanboy. I love my Ultra Boost. So
I've
even
always
though I
been an
was able,
Adidas fanboy.
what's up?
I've always been an Adidas fanboy, so.
Right, right. You and I have always been different on that and several other things.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I was able to get them cleaned with the pressure washer. They're outside drying in this heat. Um, Fingers crossed I get back out there before any storms roll through. But yeah, that is where um the Twitter comes into play, Steve. That's what I've been up to today. Um, yeah,
Eh,
I was a muddy mess. So I've taken 2 showers actually today. I wrapped that up
Ye
at about 2:15, ran inside, showered, and then your ass was late.
yeah,
So,
I think I was late by a minute, but,
yeah.
to go along with your 2 showers, I mean, I showered this morning too before church, and, yeah, I gotta mow the lawn after this, like I
Oh,
said,
you're gonna be
so,
showering again.
yeah, I'm gonna have to shower again. It's like
Here's
80 some degrees, so.
So I know you haven't had your own yard in quite some time.
Mhm.
Do yourself a favor,
Okay,
find the oldest pair of shoes that you have, and those are now your outdoor shoes.
good point. Yeah, I like
I
that
was
idea.
given a pair of shoes that just don't they're not very comfortable. Um, my, stepdad, he bought them. They're Under Armour shoes. He didn't like how stiff they were. He gave them to me. I don't really care for them too much, but it's like, you know
Okay.
what? I don't wanna wear my Nike Pegasus outside. I've got 2 pair of Ultra Boost. I don't wanna wear those out in the yard. Granted, I fucked up today, apparently.
Gonna say
Um,
you
I
wore them out today at
I fucked
least.
up
Your
real good today, actually.
Millennium Falcon ones of all things too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yikes.
they're not making those ones anymore. I also don't think they are. So I use my Under Armour shoes as my outdoor shoes because those things are just gonna end up turning green, and yeah, I don't give a fuck. So, Steve, what's your reason for being late today?
I was over at my parents' house. My brother's in town from Texas, and we were all kind of just chilling over there. We had a cookout after church, so
Nice.
yeah, we were grilling some hot dogs, some burgers, things like that. And yeah, I was just trying to be mindful of the time and say, hey, we gotta go. And I had to stop by the gas station on the way, fill up, like the little storage tanks, the little, like the portable plastic
Mhm.
gallon things. So I filled that one up so, I could fill up my lawnmower today. So I can actually, mow my lawn for the first time. So
Nice.
yeah, and I was pressed for time, but it's like, I mean, I sent that message out to you a little earlier. It's like, hey, I think I'm going to be a few minutes late. Which I mean, I think I got in. I think I got my stuff turned on, and of course, my PC says, hey, finishing up an update. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So yep, I'm definitely going to be late. But I think I got in and into the chat with you maybe like 302, 303, something like that.
No, no, I mean, you were fine. I didn't care really. I knew that you'd be on. You weren't gonna blow me up on this.
No,
Um,
not at all. Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I could have used you in a little bit earlier so I could set up the, screens on the podcast.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, I feel
we got
you
a
with
new
that.
layout, so that would have been helpful, but it is what it is. You weren't that late, and, I mean, it's going on 3:30, and we're already, like, 9 minutes into this podcast, so it didn't throw us off schedule too much, so that's not an issue.
That's good.
Let's see. So today is the 18th, so we've got if we don't start next week, then the following week, we'll be starting that live stream of our,
Looking
Halo
forward to
playthrough.
that. Yeah, we will be putting that information out on our social media, so everybody please check that out. And just kind of a tease, it is an entire Halo playthrough. So if you're a Halo fan, if you're a gaming fan in general, you're gonna want to check that out. So we'll have all our information up on our at Dad's Downtime Facebook, Twitter. Be sure to check that out, please.
Yeah, and, when we say entire playthrough, so we have played through the entire Halo series numerous times on Xbox.
Yep.
This is our first go through on PC. So, we are gonna look like complete assholes. We are
Yeah, 'cause
gonna
we're not
forget
using
our
controllers. Yeah,
no,
we're using M&K.
we are gonna forget our key bindings easily, like,
Mhm,
on a regular
mhm.
basis. We'll figure out
Absolutely.
melee, and then we will forget what melee is immediately, because that's
And
just
throw a
how we
grenade
are.
instead, at us. I know because with my mouse, with the side buttons, Dave, I know yours has the same thing. I, uh, I always forget it's like, okay, the top button on the side, is the top one grenade throw? Is the bottom one melee? And it's like I hit one on accident. Next thing you know, I threw a grenade at you by accident, and you get out of the way, and I don't move out of the way because I'm focused on something else, and I kill myself. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're gonna see plenty of that, I'm sure, and just bear with us. I mean, it's gonna be funny. I think it's gonna be entertaining
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody, but
Yeah, I
we're
mean, we're
going into
only
this, lighthearted.
yes, very lighthearted, we're not going hardcore on this,
We're
it
not trying
is
to spend
just
any
to
speed runs.
no speed runs, we're playing on normal, I'm sure we'll still end up team killing each other with stupid key bindings, that's a given. I'm sure we will nade each other on a regular basis. I would be surprised if you don't see numerous team kill sticks with plasma grenades. I'm pretty sure that will happen, whether that's accidental or
Or
intentional.
intentional, yeah.
I'm sure
Or just
intentional will happen more frequently than not.
I'm sure there will be a couple intentional us both driving the warthog and we just run off the side of a cliff or something just for the hell
Oh,
of it. It's gonna be
I am
funny.
not looking forward to driving a Warthog
Oh, the
with
maw,
MNK.
the maw. Oh yeah, the maw. That's gonna be
Ooh,
terrible. Yeah,
yeah,
remember
that'd be
with the timed run too, and then Halo 2's timed run at the end of that game.
no,
That's
Halo
gonna
3,
be
that's Halo 3.
oh, that's Halo 3. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, those are gonna be rough.
yeah. It'll be
Those are
fun,
not
though.
gonna be fun.
I mean, we're only playing through on normal because, like I said, we've played the game numerous times. I can't tell you how many times I've played through those campaigns.
We've all done
Um,
it. Lone Wolf, legendary, everything. So it's no
right.
issue.
We want to go through, watch every cutscene, listen to every cutscene, really get into the core game's lore while we
Exactly.
ramp up into Halo Infinite's release this holiday.
Boy, and we will be
So,
streaming Halo Infinite almost immediately too, because we'll be
oh
getting
yeah,
that right away.
yeah, there's
So
no
keep
doubt
your
about that. We will be playing that immediately. Um,
and giving
but
that
yeah,
to you guys.
so aside from that, I mean, that's kind of what we got going on in the coming weeks. Um, so I don't know. Going off of things that are happening in the future, this isn't going to happen until October. I don't know who has seen this yet. I just stumbled across it today. I'm sure I'm late to the party on this. Let's go ahead and bring up the extra display again. All right. Coming back over here. This. Um, USA Sci-Fi. I'm just gonna play this right now. Hopefully we don't get, flagged, but I don't think we will. But let's just go ahead and play this.
Why would anybody? Why would anybody want that?
So October 12th, series premiere, Chucky the TV series. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why are they making that into a TV series? That's such a um cheesy series or whatever. Um, as someone who grew up during that time, like, we were born in the mid '80s, Steve was '85, I was '86, like,
Hmm.
there were 4 staples to I would say there's 4 staple 3 pillars and then 1, like, little pillar, if you will, um, to horror back then, and that was, uh, Friday the 13th. I mean, Jason's, like, probably the biggest one out of all of them, actually.
Yeah, is he though? I mean,
I think so.
that's
I would say
unfortunate.
I would say he's the biggest one. I'd say your favorite, Michael
Michael
from
Myers,
Hallow
yeah, from
Myers,
Halloween
sorry,
series.
from the Halloween series. I would say
Your
he's
favorite.
pretty even with my favorite, Mr. Freddy Krueger, which
Uh huh.
I don't mean to get shit for this one, but I just yesterday or no, 2 days ago, I rewatched the remake of the Nightmare on Elm Street because I know people hate that one, but I still enjoy it
I
because it's
haven't seen
still
any of
Freddy
those
Krueger.
really. No.
You need to. Maybe that's a oh my god, we can do that one for you, and I have not seen any of the Halloween movies. We can do those ones for me.
Yes. There we
That
go.
because there's
Another
a
idea.
that
Yes.
might no, we might do Halloween series first because Halloween Kills is coming out this year, and then
Yes, it is. It comes out
we
in
might have to
mid-October.
do a lead up into that. Ooh, oof.
Great.
Wow, our schedule may have just gotten filled up with the live streams and reactions.
This is gonna be
So,
fun. This is gonna be
but
fun.
I'm gonna play the next teaser for this. Let's go ahead and go with this.
Well, we have two different teasers for the same thing.
Mhm.
Wow.
I think this teaser's a lot better.
Digging the music already. It
Oh
sounds
yeah.
creepy. Almost sounds like a Pennywise type of deal, to be honest with you. Like, seriously, it sounds like a clown, like a carnival thing. Like, Pennywise just gonna kind of come around the corner. Oof.
Gosh, that
So,
that
so,
laughing is just terrifying.
so let me ask you this. So it says an evil too great to just show on one network. So are they gonna have like? Is it gonna be two different? Like, is it gonna be the same stuff on two networks, or is it
No,
basically gonna be?
I haven't done any research. My guess is that it will be the same episode on both networks.
That would be really crummy if it's like, okay, well, you're gonna catch one side of the show on here, and then we're gonna
That
do
would be a
another.
cool. That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah, but it's all right. And even so, like, how do you get? Because for someone like me, I don't have a cable subscription, so I really, if I want to watch anything, I'm obviously doing like the like Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu. That's what I got. So, like, how do you watch something like this if you don't have a cable subscription?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think you would have to have a cable subscription. I don't know if Sci-Fi or USA have an a la carte package or something.
Hmm.
Um, I was just thinking though, what something that would be really cool. I mean, and for those, I don't know if I mentioned it for those of you who are just listening to the audio podcast, maybe you figured it out by that sinister laugh. That fourth little pillar to 80s and 90s horror. We're talking Chucky here. That's a
Yes.
Chucky TV series coming out to USA and Sci-Fi. So I'm curious, like, how cool would it be if it's like the same episode, but on like, let's say on like Sci-Fi, it's like from like the s- kid side. I mean, we're talking Chucky, so there's generally a kid or someone involved or whatever.
Always.
What if
Yep.
on the Sci-Fi, it's the same episode, but or same episode premise maybe, and you're looking at it on the Sci-Fi channel as like what is like Chucky doing and like the murderous side. Because Sci-Fi they can get away with a lot more, especially if they put it on at like later at night. And then
Okay.
what if on the USA channel, what if that's more like a detective series based on that same episode? So it's the same show,
But
same
two.
plot line, but it's like on Sci-Fi you're seeing it from one side, and then on USA you're seeing it from like the detective side. That would be
It
pretty
would
cool.
It would be interesting. I'd want to know if they were to do that. I'd love to see the metrics for the first couple, see if they're really, like gaining any ground, or if people are kind of more turned off by the fact that it's like, okay, well, I don't want to watch the same thing, even if it is a different perspective. I
That's the
mean,
thing, I think people would.
well, that's why I would love to see the metrics and see how that plays out, and see what the people would actually kind of be, you know, saying
Yeah,
with their money and their time. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. That would be very interesting to see how that all pans out. Uh, yeah, it's I might do some more research on that just because I'm really curious if it's chances are it's just gonna be the same episode on both networks. I don't
Yeah.
see maybe it's because Sci-Fi and USA just aren't doing great necessarily. I don't know. And
Uh,
that's just their way of bringing content to both channels.
yeah, and then for all our listeners out there, if you know anything that we, I mean, like Dave said, he just kind of got or found out about this earlier today, Dave, and you messaged me
Mhm.
about it, so I had no idea. So we're going into this brand new, fresh. If anybody knows anything else, please leave a comment. Let us know. Tag us up on our social media at Dad's Downtime on Facebook and Twitter. Let us know. I mean, we're definitely all ears. Would love to know if anybody knows anything extra or more. But I mean, it seems like it has our interest. I'll say that it definitely has our interest because Chucky's a good follow over the course of our lifetime. So,
You know, thinking of Chucky, like, there's so many I haven't seen.
oh yeah, absolutely. I haven't
Espe
seen many of them either,
like,
but
especially the, what's it called? The remake that came out a couple years ago
oh, I saw that one.
With
Oh
Aubrey
yeah,
Plaza,
oh yeah, I saw that one.
and Mark Hamill was, the voice of Chucky.
I just like Aubrey Plaza.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, she's hot. Man.
she's she's hot and she's quirky, to say the least.
Yeah, but Mark Hamill?
Yeah, he was the voice of Chucky.
Wow, Luke Skywalker, huh?
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
interesting. I did not know that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So, 1 second, video podcast
It's
thing just kinda messed
David.
up here.
But wow, so okay, so Mark I see I know he's done a lot of um what is it? Because he's done a lot of audio. He was in animated he was an animated Batman voice
Mhm.
as well. So,
He was a Joker,
yes, okay, good. So
and then he reprised his role as the Joker in the Arkham Knight series, or
wow, okay, so
Arkham
he's done a
Asylum
lot.
video game series. Yeah.
And then obviously, as everybody knows, spoiler. I mean, I'll say spoiler, but um, Luke shows up in The Mandalorian at the end of season 2. But
Mhm.
did you also know in the first season, he actually voiced the robot, the droid, in chapter 5, where Mando meets Toro Calican, and they're looking for Fennec Shand. Mark Hamill, when they go back into the cantina on Tatooine, Mark Hamill voiced the droid in the original canteen from Star Wars: A New Hope.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, I had no idea until I want to say it was a YouTube video showed that to me, or like maybe one of those behind the scenes Mando specials, and it's like, oh, yeah, Mark Hamill was in
Hmm.
season 1. I'm like, holy cow, okay.
It's always fun going back and, like, finding out that, like, one of, like, a big name actor or actress
Mhm.
ended up voicing someone that you never would
Yeah,
have thought of. Or, like, for instance, like, Sarah and I used to we few years ago few years ago, we started it, and then we finished it, not too few months ago, probably. We were watching, we were binging on, ER, and so many actors and actresses that, like, had minor roles, be it a small like, Kirsten Dunst, I think she had a reoccurring role on there, like, every so often. Very, very small role, nothing major, but, what's his name? Nick Offerman, he had a role on there for an episode. Chadwick Boseman was on there for an episode, rest in peace. Black Panther, Wakanda forever, you know? Um, but yeah, it's kind of amazing how many actors and actresses just get, like, these small one-time roles early in their acting career.
well, that makes me think of couple podcasts ago, a couple episodes ago, Dave, when we did that the '90s cartoons and everything, and everybody
Mhm.
can feel free to check that one out. It's a pretty good episode. The Tales from the Crypt Keeper, when you mentioned
Oh,
to
yeah.
me all the I mean Schwarzenegger, I mean everybody, I mean we
Yeah.
had crazy amounts of big like stars back in the day on that show for an episode, and it's like you would have no idea unless you went back and look, because when you're a kid you have no idea who the heck these people are anyway, because at the time they're really not that big of a star yet. Maybe
Because when
Schwarzenegger was
you
the time
when you
because
if you're watching Tales from the Crypt when you're a kid, you're terrified, but you're only watching for the crypt keeper.
yeah,
And then
well, yeah,
and
yeah.
then the actual story of the week happens, and you don't give a rat's ass, and you probably shouldn't be watching it anyways.
Some of
It's
those were
probably
very terrifying.
I would say well, not even terrifying, it's just probably inappropriate for you.
Well, this shit was on, the Saturday morning cartoon stuff, though. Oh, you know what? There was also the animated Tales from the
Yeah,
Crypt Keeper. I
right,
mean,
and it was
like,
all but that's the thing, it's all about the crypt keeper, like, on HBO, like, Tales from the Crypt came on late at night, and it's adult content, plain and simple. I'm not saying it's softcore porn or anything like that, but, like, the stories that they're telling, the, like, quote, unquote, "horror," if you will, it's meant for adults, not for the five-year-olds that are watching it.
yeah. Well, at that point too, if you're watching, if that was on, because I didn't watch it on HBO, I didn't have cable, but it's like if you're watching on HBO late at night as a kid, chances are you watch that, and then that might lead into something else that you definitely do not want a kid to watch. If my recollection of what people said HBO contained back in the day.
There was HBO back in the day, let's see, you had
Wasn't there like the Playboy channel or some Playboy shit on
no,
that?
they
No?
had, real sex and stuff like that,
I
um,
don't even know what that stuff was, but I would imagine you don't
yeah.
want a kid watching that.
No, no, I think they had Taxi Cab Confessions. It was Cinemax that you really didn't want your kid watching late at night.
Oh, you mean
Cinemax
Skinamax?
exactly.
Yeah.
Cinemax, that's when all the softcore porn would hit, uh, and, yeah, you don't want your kid watching that past 9 o'clock. So, I mean, it is what it is. Every little boy finds his way to Skinemax at some point in their life. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Yep. I mean, there's really no getting around that, but whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, going back to our kind of horror genre and everything, and I really do like the idea since I really have not seen any of the Nightmare before, or almost.
Nightmare Before Christmases, yeah, you haven't seen any of those?
Yes, I won't. I haven't seen any of those. Even there's only one. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but I've never barely really been a fan of that either. But actually, the last time I did watch it with Myra, she turned out because she's never seen it and she wanted to see it, so we watched it. She wasn't really a fan, and say, hey, you know what, this actually wasn't so bad. But watching the horror movies would be kind of cool, and doing
Yeah, that'd be fun.
reaction vids for everybody on our channel. I think that would be great.
Mhm. Let's
So
see.
yeah, I think and I mean everybody, please let us know comments. If you'd be down for that. But I mean, I think Dave at a future thing, once we get some of these other channels up and running, we're gonna definitely put more content on our social media and really kind of, we'll start out with some of these titles and things that we want to give to you guys, but I think we will also at some point reach out and try and see what it is that you guys would want us to possibly react to. And we'll see if we can we can accommodate that. I mean, it's gonna have to be within reason, nothing crazy. Um,
Well, I
but
mean, I've
that's kind of what we
here,
want
I've
to do.
here, Steve, I'm gonna throw this up on the screen. I mean, this is what we basically have to work with right now.
Oh, these are all the movies that you have right now.
Oh, yeah, I own these on Movies Anywhere. These should all be, what's it called? Ab able to screen share and so on and so forth. I mean, you can see, like I don't believe you've seen the Harry Potter movies, have you?
In
Or
like the
you
first
ever
three,
read
and I got bored of them. I've never read them, but no, I watched like the first three Harry Potters, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I
So,
I get that. I mean, they're not for everybody.
uh,
This is one that we talked about recently, Half Baked. We would love to do a reaction video to that.
yep.
That's very fun movie.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, all these right here, all this red.
Yeah.
And this blue one right here.
Yeah, I've got the Freddy vs. Jason on DVD actually at the house too. So
Yeah, so I mean, like, this is all stuff that we can do screen pass and watch alongs too. That would be a lot of fun. Obviously all the Jurassic Parks. But I own this Fallen Kingdom 1, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I have not watched it yet.
okay. Ooh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, we got Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, Les Mis. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a fantastic musical.
I have not. No, Maleficent. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Maleficent's fantastic too. A lot of. You ever seen The Martian?
I've not. No.
Ooh, that's.
I remember you telling me it was a great movie.
It's a great movie, great book.
Matt Damon's a fantastic actor.
Oh yeah, like back in the day, like I remember like, whenever like, my dad or whoever like I was around, like, majority of people like you're channel surfing and you come across like that movie, and at times it was like Tombstone or Back to the Future or whatever, and you can't seem to turn off that movie.
Nope.
Like you're channel surfing and you come across it and it's there, and you can't turn past it. That's what The Martian is for Sarah and I.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Sorry, we had to jump over to Team America real quick.
Great movie, by the way, as well. So love that movie.
Fantastic movie. But yeah, so the Martian, like, Sarah and I will be. I'm like, we don't have cable, but like if we're on like the Roku channel or something, or like a movie channel, and we just stumble across it, we can't turn it off. For some reason, we have to sit there and watch it. So,
well, I mean, house could be burning down. It's like, well, I mean, we got to watch The Martian until the house is.
You gotta watch it. I mean,
until the internet cuts off and the house burns and we're crispy. So
let's see. Here we got Elf. We could do it Christmas time. We could do an Elf.
Yes. Yeah. Who doesn't love Elf? Who doesn't love Elf?
My wife.
Kick her out, man.
I should. She doesn't like Will Ferrell. She doesn't like Steve Carell. Ben Stiller. She hates that entire group of comedians.
Oh, does she hate Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson too? Luke Wilson?
No, I think she's fine with them. But like those three comedians, she absolutely just can't stand for some reason.
Wow, man. Those guys.
That bothers me because I love Will Ferrell movies. Anchorman is a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
I love The Office. I love 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Step Brothers.
Yeah, Step Brothers. What else? What's the other one that I was thinking of?
Talladega Nights.
Oh my God, give me some Talladega Nights. Who was it?
I'll go fast.
You ain't first, you're last. I'ma come at you like a spider monkey.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Ben Stiller.
Yes. Meet the Fockers.
I had to go see by myself. I was the only person in the theater because of the time that I went. I had to go see. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of it?
Not Meet the Fockers or Night at the Museum.
No,
Zoolander.
No. Oh no, yeah, Zoolander.
Okay.
Zoolander Part 2, the second one. I had to go see that by myself in a theater by myself, and it was completely worth it. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't up to the standards of the original Zoolander.
I haven't seen any of the Zoolanders.
Oh, what the?
I know, and I love Ben Stiller, dude.
You give me shit all the time for not seeing Office Space. And
everybody, give him some shit for that. Office Space. That is a
You
classic.
Haven't seen Zoolander and some of these other movies? What the fuck is wrong with you? You've got me over here banging on my desk.
Dave, be careful. I don't want you to break your desk. Come on, Dave.
I will break my desk. You know what?
Meet the Fockers? Come on, man. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Are we gonna do that too?
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I'm game. I'm game.
You have pissed me off so much. I am ending this podcast right the fuck now. This just became a very vulgar end of this podcast. But as always,
I got him so pissed.
It's fucking Steve's fault. I'm sick of his shit. I'm pointing at you, Steve.
For everybody on our video or audio streams, Dave is pointing his index finger, not his middle finger. He's pointing his
No.
index finger. Oh, now the middle finger.
I'm using the finger, asshole.
He's pointing the middle finger at me. He's pointing at me angrily too. Angrily, everybody. Just so you get the idea. We should be audio
Facebook.
narrators.
Facebook, Twitter.
Yep.
At Dad's Downtime. Follow
Yep.
us, please. Fuck you, Steve.
Dave, do you want me to say where it's going to be again?
Yeah. 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 Fuck you.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And as always, if you're watching us on Facebook, please spread the word. Let other people know.
Yes, absolutely.
Give us that thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave comments. Let us know what you think.
Leave comments, yeah.
Give us your input on any of today's topics. Any topics that you want to hear. Let us know.
Exactly, yeah. And then
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, keep your eyes open on our social media, though, especially because, like Dave and I have mentioned before, very soon, probably 1st of August, and going on forward, we will be branching out. It won't just be our podcast. We're going to be doing a whole assortment of different projects for you guys with the intentions of pleasing you guys. So just keep your eyes open. And as Dave said, please spread the word because, you know, we're going to be branching out in a major way. So
the community can't grow unless the community is helping us grow. Plain and simple.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we want to make a Discord channel and everything for people to interact with each other and us as well. Like we're on Discord most of the day. Like we're always
all
there.
the time. Yep.
So we want to talk to you guys. We want to hang out with you guys. But without further ado, thanks for checking out the podcast. Podcast this week. I cannot talk.
He's drunk, guys.
Yeah.
Cut him
We
off.
will see. We will talk to you guys later. Thanks again. See ya.
Bye, guys.